What's going on, everybody? Brick Builder here, and welcome to another episode of the iCraft SMP. Today we've got some pretty awesome base renovations going down, but before we do that, we have this little thing that we have to start the episode off doing. For anybody who doesn't know, Koi is another iCrafter. He created this farm here, and he posted this little thing in the iCraft message board, a sort of thing that we have going on, and he sort of said that somebody went into his mine and took all of his ores from him that he had saved for when he got a silk touch or a fortune. Now, I'm not sure if it's me, but my mine is the one that did connect up. Now, I know other people have been using my mine, which is all cool. You can all feel free to use my mine down here if you want. I have so many branches going. But regardless if it was me or not, I still think that we should write him a bit of a book and give him a little bit of a gift. So, what I've written so far is this. So I heard about your cave problems, and although I don't know if I caused them, what I do know is that it's quite fishy. Get it because your name is Koi? Okay, I know the joke sucked. Please don't unsub. I'd like to give you a few presents, both as a gift to thank you for the incredibly useful farm and also to help compensate for the caving problems. So this is going to be a book here, and I'm going to be naming this Caving Problems. Let me learn to spell right there. And then my plan is to make a copy of the book to give to him. Because one thing about me is throughout the season, as we already know, I'm going to be storing any sorts of memorabilia that I get. So for instance, we already have the Mumbles Dirt Flower gift here. And now we have our Caving Problems book. But now that we have the Caving Problems here, the copy version, which we can now give to him, Koi, which is right over there. He's also one of my neighbors on the server, which is awesome. Makes some great content. So make sure to check him out if you haven't already done so. But we've got to give him a gift here. Now, I do believe he has a gift here as well from Mumbles, which is a fairly cool thing. But that's just some melons. We're going to give him another gift because he definitely deserves it. And, alright, for Koi, and then Brick Builder. We're going to keep it simple on the sign. And now in here we got to get fancy. So I'm going to give him a breaking 3 down pickaxe so he can do all the mining he wants to do. Because I definitely think him mining is something that he plans to do. We're going to go like that. I'm going to give a saddle because people definitely want their saddles, if you know what I'm saying. Who doesn't want a good saddle? So we're going to go like that, and then we're going to go bum, 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 bum. Actually, we're going to split that. We're going to go more like 2 there, 3 there. Yes, I want to get this chest nice and organized here. Then we're going to throw in some cobblestone as well for, you know, the caving times, and then we're gonna go like so. We're gonna do that, and I'm actually gonna take the gold back just because the gold isn't probably overly valuable, but that is our little gift to Koi right there. But now we're gonna get started on a bit of our base upgrade renovation plan for today, because I do want to start renovating this place. I already have done a tiny renovation by adding pressure plates that aren't currently working because I am having a little bit of lag issues sometimes on the server. But that's just me personally, and I'm just going to have to deal with it for now. Because I got to make an iCraft episode for all y'all beautiful faces. But over here is the area we have being made. And so far, this is what I've done. We've divided out a few rooms here. And this is going to be like a new segment of the base that I want to work on. So, I think the first thing we need to do is we got to get the floor in. And we're just going to go with up to this door here. We're not going to go past this door in today's episode. Just because this is already going to be a pretty big project here, and I think starting off with this is a good move. That'll work out. It's a good size for us, and it's definitely an obtainable goal in today's episode of iCraft, because we're still very early on, so any sort of spawn town base building we can do is definitely a thing. Because before I move out, I want to have a really developed spawn town base. I don't want to, you know, rush out and separate my way from all the iCrafters. I want to try to live here for an extended period of time. So, what we're going to do is we're going to throw in birch here. And of course, you know, we have no issue staying at spawn for a while because, you know, the server's going to go on for a long period of time. It's not going to be ending anytime soon. So, I mean, we're still in the very bright beginnings of this server. And it's looking sharp already with we got iCrafters posting episodes left and right, going in, try hard in that YouTube thing. All right, now come on, can I get into this crafting bench? I want cobblestone stairs. I want these. I want more of those. There we go. Alright. And now we're going to get working on a chest room over here. Now this chest room here is going to be an area used for items that we're going to have obsessive quantities of. So for instance, things like cobblestone and woods that we're going to have a lot of. And I think this is the plan for what I want to do to divide them up. I want to go like that. I think that's a good idea, and it looks a little bit more interesting than your average run-of-the-mill chest room design. I want to keep this a little bit unique, you know what I mean? Keep it a little bit detailed, and I think that adding the cobblestone walls just help divide it up while still making it pretty accessible and make it not overly complicated. Because the thing is, we don't know, because, you know, initially I was just going to keep extending this hallway out here, outward, but I realized the cave was going to end. So I decided that we're going to keep moving the mountain this way now, and I think that's actually a better idea anyway, just to create some extra shape inside of our spawn town hill base, if you want to call it that sort of thing. But now we've got a little setup like a cell, and I think it looks pretty good to start it off. And we're going to do the same thing here. We want to make the cobblestone come across the beams up top like a cell, like this. It's going to work out very nicely here with a chest room, and that should definitely help us get a little bit more texture in the roof so far. And then over here we're gonna just go like this, and we're gonna get our cobblestone wall design that we've been doing a ton of, and this needs to be removed right there. Do not misplace anything, but we're just gonna go like this, and I think it works pretty well for our needs here. And then I want to throw cobblestone stairs right over here just to show this drop and make it look a little bit better. And this is going to become cobblestone as well. But I'm going to get working a little bit here, just kind of seeing what we can end up making. It's going to look pretty good, I think, this area. This is just going to be like our abundance items storage room. This is going to be the area where we add storage for all of our main items that we're going to have a ton of. Because there definitely will be those items throughout the world that we're going to have just so much of, and we don't really want to waste space. Another example, I guess you could say right now, would be items from the AFK fishery. We're definitely going to have tons of fish and all that sort of thing, and I honestly don't know what to do with them. Like, should I just get rid of them? Should I just, like, burn them in a pile of lava? Because, I mean, you know, that'd be cool. But at the same time, it's, like, it's kind of cruel, because, I mean, they're fish, and, you know, like, I'm just farming them just for XP and for enchanted books. But whatever. I mean, come on, animal cruelty. No, I'm kidding. That's not good. Don't do that. All right, now let's go over here, and we're gonna go like this. All right, and just do a little bit of a division like so. But I definitely think we're gonna have an abundance of a lot of resources, and having this area just kind of set up for that is going to be quite useful. And now what we're gonna do is, once we get over here, we're gonna throw a little dividing thing right there, just to make it so that way that little beginning part can stay stone, so it doesn't mess up the designs of any of the other rooms. And we're just gonna dig these out. And one thing I love about using cobblestone in our build here is that we get cobblestone from breaking the walls, so we're actually not losing any resources out of this, which I really like, just because it's still so early on, and any resource that we can keep, I'm down for keeping. So this just makes it like we have a little bit, you know, less of an expense with building this place out, which is definitely something preferred of mine, especially so early on. But eventually we'll get into more advanced materials, and, you know, it'll get a bit more difficult, but we're gonna start it out pretty basic. And I like our basic birch cobblestone design we've got going on. It definitely works very, very nicely for what we're going for with our spawn town base, and I think it separates our base apart from some of the other ones, because a lot of them aren't using the birch wood and all that sort of thing. So I think having a nice little cave base is definitely something I could tolerate. Now, we do need a ton of chests in this room. That is definitely a thing that is going to be happening. So we should probably craft a chest, but I do think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to throw a 4x4 of crafting tables in this room. Or maybe just, yeah, we'll just go with a 2x2. A 4x4 would have worked, but the room is not actually that big to make a 4 wide, you know, 4 block version of that. See, this is what I was talking about with a little bit of lag. It does happen, and there's not much I can do about it, but give me spruce and spruce. We'll use spruce wood for now on these. Can we just go like that? No, we could. That's a trap chest. Can we go with one of these? Yes. There we go. We literally just made 64 chests. We're not going to be needing nearly that many, but I think just having that many will come in handy at some point. And we're just going to go like a so. Like a so. Oh, that's not good. We want to make sure we place it like that. There we go. Alright. And we're just getting a ton of chests thrown in here. It's just another place to store a bunch of items, you know, of course, in addition to our outer rooms. And the plans are to make those outer rooms that we have before this one for just any items, and then this is for abundance items. So items that we're going to have so many of that we don't even know what to do with, essentially, is the game plan here. And now this here is going to get broken up and turn into this. And I think we're actually going to do a little bit of cobblestone stair detail at the top and at the bottom. And then we're going to throw a torch there and throw a torch there because we need some form of lighting in this room. But I do think that that is definitely a very nice thing that we've worked on. But, of course, I'm not going to throw any items in there right now. I will handle that off camera. But now I think it's time we get into the second part of the episode. So let me throw away all my resources, let me get ready, and then I'll see ya there. After the second part of the episode, I think I want to show off a bit of spawn, just kind of let you guys see what progresses have sort of been made in between the episodes from the other iCrafters. Now, I personally don't know who did everything, but I'm just going to kind of share what's been going on. So, over here, we have a cow and pig pen. The cows have sort of mingled with the pigs, it happens. For any iCrafters, I did add something over here. If the chest would open up, I would show you. I added a looting 3 sword here that anybody can use for killing these cows, because it does give more stake that way. And then over here, you can store raw materials if you have extra. I didn't build that, but I did add the sword because I figured people might want to use it. Now, of course, you've already seen the community farm, but we have since added melon, which is quite cool. I don't know how many people are using this place, but it's definitely a smart decision to use it. I mean, you know, free wheat and stuff, which might come in handy for hay bales or that sort of thing at some point. But over here, we have an AFK chicken farm, which I have taken some feathers from because I want to be able to make written books with relative ease. That is definitely a thing that I want to be able to do. Over here, we have the community trade in and trade out depot that I made. We got a little bit of progress moving and grooving in here. Not too much people using it, but you know, it's still there if anybody wants to. We got a bit of work on the main dock. As you can see, we're getting new areas being added, like over here. Like, look at this. This area appears being added, and it's definitely looking very nice. I see what the people who are playing spawn are doing with this, and I'm going to let them kind of handle spawn town sort of thing, because they're just so much better at that than I am. And as we can proceed, we have over here a llama, not a camel, it is a llama. Lamary right there, which is pretty cool. And we have Mumble's home right here, which is the guy with the flower that he gave me in the dirt in the beginning of the season, which is definitely a thing. We got my good buddy Copy over here. I'm already getting good friends with Copy throughout a few things, but this is Copy's base. Definitely a very good builder, despite the fact that he doesn't play survival Minecraft all that much. It's, you know, pretty cool that he's on iCraft and he's doing that thing now. And he's building some nice stuff. Now over here we got Iandis, which is single-handedly one of the greatest members on the server already, in my opinion. They've helped me out a ton. They're a great neighbor, and that's awesome. And this is their humble abode. I love how this is what they deem as a humble abode. This giant, beautiful house. Like, look, such a good builder. Makes some great quality stuff, and they've helped me out, letting me mending fishing rods and all of that sort of thing. So, kudos to you. Good work. Over here, we have a iCraft notice board where we can add all sorts of awesome stuff around. We can just add signs if we want. We also do have an ender chest over here, which I have yet to make use of because I don't have one myself. Then we have this epic design thing here. I'm not really 100% sure what it is, but all I know is it looks totally clutch and hopefully won't interfere with my base. I think it won't because my base is sort of this side of the mountain and this is sort of the middle of the mountain. That is definitely a thing. Of course, we have the community enchantery around here, the community enchanter, which you've already seen because I've been using it just, you know, a wee little bit throughout so far. And then we've got a few other awesome things, which we also have this beautiful nether portal square thing in the center, which I did help light and all that sort of thing. But more importantly, we have a speed beacon already, which was added by Nowhere Waffles. He's pretty much tryharding this season, coming in clutch, doing so many amazing things. So that's another thing we have going on. But overall, I think spawn is looking really nice so far, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. And yes, there's other iCrafters who aren't at spawn. Some of them have decided to just, you know, start far away, which is totally cool with me. I think whatever you want to do, you can do. We do also have this giant ship up here, which I would go to, but I don't have an elytra yet, so flying over there would be walking that way would be a lot of walking and talking. And we just did a talky episode, so I'm not going to be doing one of those today. I did one in the past about variety on YouTube, so if you do want to check that out, you can. But I do think that's going to about do it for today's episode. We kind of got a spawn tour and renovations in today's episode. I think it was a very good episode. So if you did enjoy and want to see more iCraft SMP, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I thank you so much for watching, and I bid you all farewell. Bye.